But no, I really enjoyed the movie.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, good.
A bloke who enjoyed it.
I know. What is it? Because I think the film has such a great affection for Pakistan and Pakistani culture. I just wondering what it is about this part of the world that, right from the offset, just appealed to your senses, to you as a person.
Well, I lived there for 10 years. So I was married there, and my children are half Pakistani, and I was there between the age of 20 and 30. And I have massive affection for Pakistan, and I kind of wanted to do the rom-com version of Pakistan because we've seen the darker side of Pakistan on our screens, I think, a lot. We know that it's been a troubled country, but it also is colourful and beautiful and hospitable and joyful, and so are the people. So I wanted to do a film that kind of reflected that.
Yeah, because was that quite important for you? Because I guess just to show off, because it was such a vibrant, like, I hate the word sort of progressive, but kind of like modern version that we don't often see on our screens, I thought.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I think that there is... Look, that's my experience of Pakistan. That's what I saw when I was there. And obviously, there are different Pakistans that you can portray, but this was the Pakistan that I know and loved.
Yeah, and I thought you did a wonderful job in not judging anyone, because it's a story that pits traditionalist values of a kind of modern world, and I thought, and obviously the main sort of crux of it is that love prevails. But the film doesn't ever judge either side, and even if the characters might disagree with, let's say, some characters might disagree with sort of arranged marriages, it always feels like you're not judging anyone or anyone's decisions. Was that sort of conscious move on your part? Or has that just come quite naturally? Would you say from?
Well, I think I'm bang in the middle in terms of like pragmatism v passion. I think I'm kind of pro the assisted marriage concept, which is based on consent and sort of your parents who know you best choosing good candidates for you to say yes or no to. I just don't have parents who would have done that.
I would have trusted my mum to find me a partner. It's one of those things, isn't it? But I think that character says, like, there's this kind of idea that, we don't want that. But actually, the people that know you best are your parents. And if they think someone's right for you, why not?
And I got part of that process. I became part of that process in Pakistan. So I saw arranged marriages happen. I got involved in the selection process. And it's not just the father and mother. It's like the whole committee of family all going, but he's quite good, And it's, I don't know. It's an approach that definitely has merit, I think.
And I mean, the film also explores the kind of notion that we are different, and that's okay. I know the kind of that people sort of say, we're all, I mean, and there is truth to the fact we are all the same, technically. But it's okay sometimes to say that actually, in some respects, culturally, we're not. And this film kind of celebrates those differences.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what else to add to that because you've said it perfectly.
But I was going to ask about this being your first ever screenplay and how you found that kind of experience. I know you've been involved in film and stuff before, but to actually put sort of this into a screenplay and to create a movie, what's it like, that process, to do that and also to see it sort of on the big screen and what that felt like?
Well, I've produced stuff before, and I produced mainly documentaries and some TV, but this is the first thing that I've written. It's the first film that I've written. And it has been, it's been an amazing process, and I've learnt so much. And obviously I'm incredibly grateful to have worked with all these amazing people. But it's definitely had its challenges. It's been difficult.
Yeah, no, I mean, of course, you've drawn from real experiences, but do you ever see a kind of story or a script in you one day that's sort of quite removed from that? Maybe, you could do a genre movie, a sci-fi or a horror movie or something like that.
I definitely will never write sci-fi or dystopian stuff. But yeah, I actually do really like horror films. And yeah, I think I could stretch the imagination a bit.
It's very fun. I just wanted to ask about the two leads. I'm just wondering about at what point, because did you picture anyone in mind when you were writing it? At what point do the characters become the people? And now the characters that were once in your mind, these maybe sort of blurry visions of people. Yeah. And they become the actors. And now I'm just wondering about that kind of, how that happened.
I mean, I really, really wanted the main characters from very early on. I wouldn't say that I literally sat down and wrote it for them, because I wrote it 10 years earlier when Lily would have been too young for the role. But by the time we were casting, I mean, Lily and Shazad and Emma were very, very obvious choices for those roles, and I was just very, very lucky that they all agreed to play them.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for best of luck with the release of the movie.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey